No, he's holding on to the pass.
All right.
All these players have been on different teams.
Hiroki, yeah, it's just more that you're set, you know, it's like a thing. Whoa,
Whoa, the blocks.
S4, contain yourself. This little puck body.
He's just training him.
Look at these body blocks.
Blocking him like a creep, dude.
Oh my god, S4. I don't know if they'll get the he orbs in front of him. Okay, cleanse it off, and looks like Haki will be okay.
Wow, you can cleanse off Venomous Gale? When was that dispellable?
You know you can use this to cleanse Batrider Lasso?
Oh, I know you can use it to cleanse Lasso, but generally poisons are considered they're not considered...
Dude, this thing is like Imba Cleanse. It cleanses everything.
They're not considered purgeable debuffs.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
That's strange.
Really, really good. So, alright, Space Cow in some trouble.
They don't have any, no one has any mobility. It's like, hey, let's just run alongside each other.
Just running around. Fly will anchor smash him eventually. Wow, those body blocks, man.
Oh, Big Daddy faked out the ward placement.
Pretty impressive. Alright. Solitude. Let's see what the Vulcan Bears are up to. Levi, he'll be on the Dazzle here in the safe lane. He'll be joined by Solitude on old SB.
Wait, so it's a farming Dazzle?
I guess so. Alright, the Bedazzler, dude, he's racking up the farm. Look at this set. Oh, he's rocking the pipe. The pipe of the Father Spirits. This one's cool. It makes makes smoke as he does stuff.
That's the only pipe we're gonna see today.
Probably. The Hedges of the Father Spirits. Classic Dazzle headset, man. Good stuff.
Very good versus double melee lane, too. They're at risk when they're farming.
Yeah, the heal bomb is actually legitimately scary. A little bit hard to land. You have to time it just about perfectly as they come up to the creep wave to get the big nuke, and you kind of have to put yourself in the danger zone to get the huge nuke damage, but still pretty good. They've got Pedrino. He's technically just starting off in the jungle here on the Nature's Prophet. Null Tally and a couple of Clarities. Weeha, he'll be on the Storm Spirit mid, and that puts Haki off lane on the LC.
Still thinking about the Storm Spirit pickup. They don't have that much disable in the form of the puck, but Storm has just fallen off so much lately because he just dies so easily. Oh, S4 goes on to Storm.
Weeha. Is this a kill here? S4 has an orb in about 2 seconds. Puppy coming in for the cutoff. First blood's drawn as Veno gives him the poison.
Easy kill.
Yeah, easy kill indeed. Now Pedrino comes in. He was looking for a courier snipe. S4, the body blocks are real. He'll try it once more, but this time Pedrino will survive. That Null Tally. Gonna give him everything he needs to survive.
Man, S4 is being real owned on this puck.
Yeah, showing us what he's made of.
Yeah, playing very aggressively.
Simba doing okay in the off lane. 8-1 out of the gate on this Tidehunter. So even though Dazzle should be well suited to push him out of lane a little bit, Tide using that big bulky body. Now in some trouble. Solitude comes charging in. The heal bomb from Dazzle. No tails here, but no Echo Stomp. All he can do is body block. Simba still alive. The Tango, is it enough? Just barely. 15 hit points to spare, and the Tidehunter lives. While in the top lane, LC may find herself in a bit of a sticky situation. Puppy coming in, has a Gale, and won't throw it, just some poisons. Okay.
There's a lot of body blocking going on this game.
There really is.
Way more so than usual. What in the world? I think people are just doing it for show. Whatever. I'm just going to block you. It's just one-on-one, but I'm still going to block you.
It's, well, it does show off some finesse, huh?
Mind games.
Yeah, mind games. That's a good word. Some eloquence. Well, looks like Puppy headed back to the lane. Gonna keep harassing the LC. And Kuro is getting very good farm. The leading last hitter right now. Only so much the LC can do to really slow him down. So good news there. I'm a little bit nervous for BBC in the sense that they've got a safe lane farming Dazzle and trading that for a safe lane farming Morphling. And speak of the devil down bottom, we'll see Levi in some trouble as Simba presses forward.
What a bash
comes
lord.
down, and yes, Solitude. He's going to turn it around onto Big Daddy. Dazzle comes in to finish him off. Oh boy, it's a 1-for-0 going the opposite way. Simba should be all right. But the rotation from Pedrino proved successful as they get the counter kill.
Bash Lord, man.
A little bit of RNG going their way, and oh, look at these treants, dude. These are the ESL 1 treants.
They look like
Dude, it looks like a little dinosaur dog thing.
dinosaur plant.
I just don't get it. What's with the dino theme?
When we were talking about dinos.
Dinos?
What's wrong with dinos, man? Don't hate.
I just feel like they don't fit the theme. You know? Are you telling me you like that Beastmaster more? The little dinosaur thing?
I mean, there's like the Triceratops ancient creeps. Those are kind of dinosaur-y.
Yes, those are dinosaur-y. I still don't think that makes Beastmaster's boar being a dinosaur okay. I'm just saying. 8 Mother wasn't into it either.
I haven't actually seen it, so I don't exactly know which one you're talking about.
It was played at Starlighter. Maybe you weren't casting that game. Well, 1-1, 5 minutes in. Looks like Secret are finding better farm in the lanes. Whoa, Dream Coil on Weehaw. He's only level 5, but Puppy, he's taking a lot of return damage. Space Scout charging on in. Puppy, 1 hit from death, takes the lantern. And Venno will turn into a poisonous puddle on the ground. S4 stuck inside of the Sprout, throws out the Waning Rift, hits the orb, will phase shift back to safety, gets the kill on the Prophet. Now Big Daddy doing what damage he can, throwing out the Astral Spirits left and right. Can they get a return kill? Well, they find it on S4 as Puck gets a little bit hyper-aggressive.
Yeah. Maybe he thought he could phase shift that, but that's being real hopeful. If they had vision up the hill, would have been much safer play.
Yep. Rather ambitious from the Puck.
From Fairy Dragon?
Yeah, Fairy Dragon indeed, yeah. It's you. 500 gold.
Oh, Kuro almost dead due to overwhelming odds spam.
And, ooh. Left away form back. Kuro's doing alright. He's found his level 6. Weehaw now hits his level 7 off that exchange in the mid, but has an empty bottle. S4 will scoop it up for himself, grabs the bounty rune, and Weehaw's in some trouble here. He will be able to hop over the ravine. Very cheeky. And still 10 seconds on the Dream Coil, so not much kill potential.
There's a dude getting charged, though. Elder Titan, can he do Bash Lord? Can he beat the Bash Lord?
How many bashes can he go? Padrino teleporting in, but Big Daddy with the Echo Stomp puts him to sleep. Look at this Nature's Prophet build. Triple null tally, no booties. It's going straight for the stats. Padrino, man, he's hungry. He's trying to get something done. Meanwhile, Simba being charged down bottom. TP into the tower. Level 3 poison touch to get things started. Yeah, that's a dead tide.
Trying to play a little bit aggressively, using his regen for maximum efficiency. Not efficient if you did.
Yep.
So, Secret doing some stacking things.
Some stacking things. Yeah, that's the name of the Secret game. They'll get a double stack here at the hard camp. Is that the only one they have?
Hockey has still not been able to secure that much farm. He's been doing a very good job of harassing Kuro, though. Kuro might have to pick up like a ROH or something like that.
Yeah, he still only has 20 CS compared to the 43 of Kuro, though. There's that press the attack, cleansing the slows. Now Puppy probably thinking that that ability needs a bit of a tweak. Sure, he's frustrated dealing with it, but here we go. Charging from Spirit Breaker, the Solitude cam. Now he'll man down, cancels it, gets a ward down instead, and secures some vision into where the Venno's hiding here.
Is it a... Oh, yes. Oh, I thought he was going no boots. That would have been fun.
Oh, Big Daddy, he's getting charged. Solitude, what can he do? Patrino's on his way in. Big Daddy, he gets chopped down by the lantern. And Spirit Breaker will secure that kill, but in comes S4. He's got a Dream Coil at the ready. Uses the silence onto Patrino. And there's your coil. We'll try to find a solo kill here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, we'll see Solitude go blow for blow with Puppy and Kuro. TP's out, no way to interrupt it. And... yeah, S4 will capitalize. Grabs the kill there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good on NP. Needs TP scroll. Escape from those dream coils. Tough life for him. Well, he's been doing a much better job after his initial first blood, though. He's been getting a lot of farm, been participating in kills, been interrupting the opponent's stacking and farming. Well played.
Yep.
I don't know why he was scared, though, of taking out that camp.
Oh, look at this Dazzle rocking the phase boots. I love it. Love the phase boots on Dazzle. Going for the very aggressive build. No ultimate at 6. 3-1-2 will max. I'm surprised actually to see him not maxing out the poison touch. That's really the value point of that ability. That's when you get the stun and the huge damage. But once the second point in Shadow Wave. So curious to see where this Dazzle builds from here. This build that he's going for, the Bassi Phase Boots Magic Stick, I feel like it worked well in the last...
Big Daddy in mid.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
He's getting going on.
Getting gone on. Weehaw, yeah, he'll find a solo kill here. Where's the party? And it looks like in the hand of Storm Spirit as he zips back to his side of the river. But yeah, I feel like this build used to work really well when you could just go mech, but now you don't have the mana for it, so I don't know where he's going.
Maybe Medallion? I think Medallion's good offensive and defensive.
Yep. I like
Puppy getting destroyed by that.
Look at that heal bomb.
Oh my goodness.
The heal bomb onto the dinos, dude.
Maybe the dinos just do that much damage. Looks like they're like chomping on these wards. Chomping on Vino.
They do look pretty fierce. So they
eating some Hydralisk for breakfast.
The ravenous wood fangs. Ah, yes. Classic.
Ah, yeah.
Ooh, mid lane, Weehaw. Jumps in onto the puck. Orb. Can he jaunt to it? No, he can't. S4.
Nice.
And a little bit of trouble. And there's another kill for the Vulcan Bears mid. That'll be a 4-1-1 Storm.
That was a really nice timing of the Electric Vortex.
Yep.
He doesn't want to jaunt too early because he wants to close or get distance, but he doesn't want to jaunt too late or else he'll pull and then the orb will expire. That was even a level 2 Vortex too.
Very nicely done indeed. So, after that kill, the Vulcan Bears pulling into the lead here. Merlini about 1,200 gold, 1,500 experience. They are looking pretty solid, though. Fly will move into a pretty decent Ancient stack. Looks like a nice 3 stack here.
Secret really likes mobility. They can't really deal with this Storm zipping around, an NP coming around too.
S4's in some trouble here. Wrath of the Nature flies through. And Weehaw, he just grabs another one. There was a charge coming from the Spirit Breaker, but wasn't even close to getting there. Dude, Weehaw's getting some serious momentum off all these kills.
Yeah, and this is one of the downfalls of Secret playing greedily. And Simba looks like he might die to Ancients.
Oh, and Big Daddy down bottom. He goes down. Yeah, Petrino will just poke him once more after he wakes up from his little nap. Fly lives from the Ancients, but this is starting to get a little bit scary. Now Kuroki up top getting charged. Aki will go in with the duel. Yeah, they find the kill. Doesn't get any bonus damage, but still getting a kill on Kuro. Definitely great news for this Radiant side as Haki takes a positive burn charge. BBC, they're on the up and up here, dude.
Well, to be fair, Secret's not really doing anything. It's just Puck trying to go around and find kills and everyone else just farming.
Yep.
So they're just picking them off while they farm.
Yeah, Midas first item on Kuro, so he's not in fighting shape on this Morphling. Just looking to be in store for the late game. TP coming in, S4 joining the party. Simba's here, he's got a Ravage. Solitude, he gets Dream Coiled, and Big Daddy staples him. And, well, that'll be a dead Spirit Breaker. So 11-5, 12 minutes in. VC still holding on to a cute little lead.
Storm, if he gets Orchid soon, it's going to be really tough for Morph and Puck. They need to try and prevent that as soon as possible, or at least get a Tidehunter on Blink so they can counter-initiate that.
Yeah, Storm should have this Orchid at a pretty solid timing. One Oblivion Staff at 12 minutes. Probably looking at like 16, something like that. Decent window there. And a lot of heroes that he can pick off solo. I think the Morph, if he's caught before morphing with the Orchid, Veno obviously, and probably the Elder Titan at this point, even though he's kind of tanky. No stats items.
Easily Puck pretty much anybody on their team but except for the Tidehunter.
Yeah, actually you're right, the Puck too. S4, he's getting close to his blink. Yeah, these back-to-back deaths on the Fairy Dragon really slowing down his timing. His farm was really good early on, and now it's just kind of meh.
Storm's trying to take out the tower in mid. Is there a response coming out from Secret? It's coming out way too slowly.
Puppy TP's into the tier 2, starts massing up the Poison Ward army here. Plague Wards.
I hear charge, S4.
Let's see here, Solitude Cam, let's see what's going on. They're going straight in for it, and S4 maybe in some trouble as now Petrino even comes down. They get the kill onto the Venomancer mid. While we're watching this, Simba comes in with a Ravage on 4. Solitude taking a lot of damage, but will be able to charge away. There's the duel from Haki onto the Tidehunter. Right now, this Dazzle Ult doing some serious work. Puck doing a lot of AoE damage, but just can't secure the kills. Takes down the Prophet, and now finds the kill on the Spirit Breaker. But Storm Spirit comes in, just completely cleans house. And it's BBC that come out victorious. They get a kill in the mid lane first before coming down to the skirmish down bottom. And it's a 2 for 4 across the map. 1,300 net worth boon the way of the Vulcan Bears.
Meanwhile, Kuro farming away. He'll get his item soon. I guess he probably goes Lincolns this game. Or Manta.
Yeah.
Both are good.
I think it's still a really good Lincoln's game, though. Still some single target, but most things it'll absorb are worth it.
Blocks charge. Easy.
Yeah, it's one of those items that I've heard some people say that it's really bad against Spirit Breaker, because if he gets vision on you, it's just like a global Lincoln's Breaker.
I think it's really good against him.
But
you can't charge him.
It's the opposite. You can't charge. So.
Oh, it also blocks another strike too.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's a target. So, yeah, I think Lincoln's is still good here. Blink is now up on the LC. It was level 11 and has not officially won a duel yet. The only duels we've seen have expired before the kills have come out. So
not enough burst damage.
Yeah. LC still not hitting so hard, but doing okay. It's a decent blink timing, and
with
there's your Orchid.
Yep, with that, there should be some winners going inside of BBC.
Dire's middle tower has been
And
denied.
how's the Blink Dagger on Tide looking? 13 minutes, or 15 minutes, 1,300 gold. Yeah, not the best farm for Fly this game. Boost Sword Spirit zipping on in.
Wow.
Jumps on the
Okay,
Kuro.
buddy.
Weehaw, what are you doing?
Well, to be fair, two of them were right outside of vision, but still, that is just aggressive.
Very ambitious also. They're outside of vision, but there's a lot of heroes missing off the map. Stands the reason they could be in the enemy jungle right nearby. That's kind of the danger zone to zip into. And that's a big streak also. That's streak gold going the way of Kuro, no less. You got 700 gold for that.
Tower is under attack.
Got that Yasher.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be Yashering them down. Well, that's phase boots for Puck.
Tower is under attack.
We got the flying
Dire's
Kodo,
bottom
it's a cute
tower
courier.
is under attack.
It's 18-5. I'm dumb. It's 15-8. But I feel like this game's been kind of slow.
Well, we just got done with a couple games that were like 100 kills in 30 minutes.
That's true. All right, Venomancer gets picked off in the bottom lane. Double damage Padrino makes it easy. They charge across, and not much the Veno can do. Puck, it's just S4 now, down by himself to try and defend this tower. And will not be successful on that front. But BBC, they may try to take two off this. Where Puck will come in handy. Clears it up with the orbs, but in comes Weehaw, gets off the Orchid, and S4 nowhere to go. The Soul Burn will be enough to bring him down. And they get a freebie on the Fairy Dragon. This is turning into the day of upsets here, Merlini, as BBC gaining more and more momentum by the second. Glyph comes out from Secret for this tier 2, taking a lot of heat.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't underestimate the Balkan Bears Corleone. They might have had a 1-9 record, but that does not mean they are bad. This means the competition's good or better.
Yeah, glad that's
I've seen a lot of their games, and they're
Dire's
actually
bottom
like
tower has
decent.
fallen.
Yeah, they've put up a lot of decent fights. They're definitely a team where their record does not speak to their prowess and the quality of the matches they put up this tournament. I'll definitely say that.
We need a strength of victory and strength of schedule.
Yeah, we'll get Brian on that. Get a you played well, but you couldn't win any games award. Congratulations.
Most promising team.
The most notable effort.
Most what's the word?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention? Something like that.
Good try, I think is the word you're looking for. Early momentum.
It's like unrecognized efforts. I don't know, something like that.
Unrecognized efforts.
They put in a lot of effort to win, but people still think they're poopy.
Yeah, it's unrecognized. You're right. It's perfectly appropriate. But look at this, the smoke rotation. Speaking of unrecognized, Haki, he's got no clue what's coming his way. The jig is up. He gets silenced. He gets blasted. And well, he's just gonna head right back to the well. That was unfortunate for him. But Secret, they strike back with a gank of their own.
Radiant's bottom tower is
TP's down
under
bottom,
attack.
looking for something to initiate on. Can't find it.
All he finds are a bunch of Venom awards. Look at Puppy, man, trying to maximize his farm.
Radiant's
creeps
top
around back
tower
and
is
forth.
under attack.
Yep. Oh, did I confuse phase boots and power treads? That's my.
Oh
Radiant's
yeah, I
top
heard that
tower has
too.
fallen.
But then I got distracted by the 15-8 and 18-5. I was like,
What did I say? Which was it?
you said Puck picked up his phase boots.
Oh, yeah, those are power treads. My bad. They both begin with P. Sorry, guys.
They're both somewhat blue.
Yeah, they're both boots. Puppy mid lane. Solitude hits him with the Nether Strike. Does he actually have enough for a kill here? No, Puppy hits him with a gale. Oh, Eki comes in and he overwhelms the odds. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Levi, he gets silenced, and, well, nothing a Dazzle can do when you're silenced like that. Nice rift, Puck.
The old
Radiant's
Dazzle.
top tower is under attack.
Yep, the bane of a Dazzle, that's silence. Going for the value point in Grave, and it looks like he's just... This is such a weird Dazzle build. This is part of the problem, though. BBC, their position 1 has done very little. And he's got phase boots, drums, going for a force staff probably. Meh. In about 10 minutes, Kuro's going to be doing a lot more than that.
Yeah, he will be. Still, Weave is really, really strong here. But X-Wing they do need magic mitigation from Puck and Tide.
Storm a bit too elusive in the mid lane as Big Daddy and S4 go in and look to make a jump.
Storm has a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Look at his farm.
He's pretty loaded.
Yeah, he's almost as loaded as Morphling.
Yeah. Pretty impressive, actually. No, now it's an ultimate orb. Finds S4. Hits him with the Orchid. Finds a freebie. Oh, the regeneration rune on Weehaw.
Oh, well played. Well scouted by Padrino.
Yeah. Using those treants. Little dinos. This is the GG rune on the Storm Spirit. Just sucking up all that mana regen. Oh,
Sucking it up?
Not going to have some fun with it, but Solitude, he finds Kuro in the jungle. And hits him with a lantern. Kuro backing it up, and he's just going to totally ignore the Spirit Breaker. Doing it Borg style, just pretends he's not a threat.
Doesn't care. Not if Storm's not missing.
Not a care in the world. Puppy putting some aggressive wards down, gets a lane ward down in the mid, and gets one down here right outside the Radiant Secret Shop. And after that does TP back to safety. Meanwhile in the mid, looks like a fight could be breaking out. Echo Stomp will miss on Levi. And now Dazzle goes back in, throws the poison on Big Daddy. Haki goes in onto Simba. No tail, locked down by the Storm. Winner will come out in favor of the LC. Now Puppy's getting charged, but S4 joins the party, has the Dream Coil online, pops it on 2 as Solitude coming right in. Nether Strike onto Puppy, finds the kill there. Now they'll try and finish off Solitude. Ravage used by Fly to make it happen, but hey, Petrino, we've got a rat. He's headed down bottom and just chipping away at that tier 3 tower. Another one of these odd fights, but looks like a 2 for 2.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, nice win by BBC there. Getting the duel on Simba there just so crucial at keeping a Tidehunter locked down. There's not too many ways to keep a Tidehunter from casting his Ravage. Duel's a good way. Doom's a very good way. Disruptor, Kinetic Storm, or Static Storm in the Kinetic Field's pretty good too. This is of course with damage being dumped onto him at the same time. So, I like this solution.
Yep. Alright, well, things going back to kind of how they were. We'll glance at the graph here. BBC holding on to that 5,000 gold, about a 3,000 experience edge. Here 22 minutes in, they're doing a pretty good job keeping Kuro on the Morphling down. But I still am fearful of how big he's going to be. In 5-10 minutes from now, he's about 1,200 up on the Storm Spirit in terms of total net worth, and has his Manta Style coming out. Oh no, it's a full Lincoln's on the casual Yasha. Either way, Kuro now kind of in fighting form, at least a little bit more than he was.
Yeah, Lincoln's is, as we said before, very good here in this matchup. Puppy really hasn't been able to do that much. He seems like he's just stalling time for his team, getting farm up in the lanes when he can, placing wards to try and scout out the enemy, but he can't actually really do anything in fights. He's still only level 11. He can do damage with his ultimate, but can't really save any high priority targets, can't really stop Spirit Breaker and Storm from trucking you, can't really counter initiate anything, can't really help against duel.
Big Daddy down bottom, charge from Solitude across the map. S4 is there, gets the coil onto the Echo Stomp from Big Daddy. Not enough to keep him alive, but does set up the Earth Splitter, finds the kill onto the Prophet, and at least trades a 1-for-1. Grave comes out onto the Spirit Breaker, and that'll ensure his survival. Now he's thinking about charging across the map. Nope, cancels it right away. And Levi will just back up. Looks like he's moving into a Yule's. Not that Force Staff that I was considering. So 1-for-1, Prophet for Elder Titan. I guess an advantageous trade for Secret, at least a little bit on the bottom line, but
Radiant's
yeah,
middle
not
tower
a
is
big
under
trade
attack.
by any means.
Not big at all. S4 going for Yule's pretty mandatory versus a Storm Spirit with with Orchid, who's way ahead of you in terms of farm. About 4,000. Storm Spirit closing in a Scythe of Ice too, so these are looking pretty ugly for Secret.
Yeah, I think once this Hex comes out, that's going to give this Storm Spirit a lot of we'll give him a little mobility, but just give him a lot more utility. Already finding a lot of solo kills, and that will certainly keep up. Kuro, 1,100 gold back up on him. Puppy will be moving into an Aghanims eventually. Has the point booster, but nothing
Radiant's
else towards
bottom
it. And
tower
Big
is
Daddy,
under attack.
well, he's not really looking so farmed either. It's really just Kuro that's looking scary right now.
Radiant's
S4
bottom
moving into a
tower has
Yule's, but it'll be a
fallen.
little while before he picks it up. As Kuro moves into the tier 1 tower down bottom. And oh, never mind. Puck had his Yule's on the courier, but there you go. So that's S4's next big item. So his farm has been very lackluster this game, just in general.
I like the Scythe of Ice choice on the Storm Spirit too, as opposed to the safer build, which is
Dyer's top
BKB.
tower is
Secret's
under
not really
attack.
5-manning that often, and maybe they will once like Tide gets Refresher or Morphling gets huge, but it's still a bit of ways until that point, so he can pick up another item in the meantime and use it to keep some of the other important heroes down. Like you said earlier, the Puck mostly, but it's still decent at killing Morphling.
Well, slow and steady, they say. Both sides comfortable on their sides of the map, just farming up a storm. Getting their core heroes nice and big. Secret with the Midas advantage. I think they're feeling okay in a static farm fest looking towards the late game. BBC are the ones that I think need to keep this aggression up a little bit. Put some pressure on the Morphling. Don't let him just free farm to his heart's content. And some damage on that LC. That's the other big problem. LC has plus 14 damage, and we're 26 minutes in. That's going to have to change. Puppy could be in some trouble. Nope. Defensive blink instead.
Yeah, they're all ready to defend him.
Oops.
Too. S4 with that
Yeah.
Invis rune, easy scout.
Oh, finds a key with the Dream Coil. Press your attack. Won't cleanse that one, but does break the tether. Dazzle heals him up, and now S4. Is he going to find himself in trouble? Yes, he will. Gets dueled. Simba flies through, uses a Ravage. They just want to keep S4 alive throughout the duration of the duel, if nothing else.
Radiant's middle
And they'll be able to
tower
do
is
just
under
that. They
attack.
turn it around on the LC. Simba will be able to press forward. Body blocking onto Levi. Now Padrino will teleport in, and they'll try to turn it around on the fly. Earth Splitter comes out to try and break up the fight. It'll be successful on that front, but Big Daddy, he gets locked down over to the side. Spirit Breaker did actually continue charging to his death, and it will be a 1-for-2 in favor of Team Secret in this match, this skirmish. Maybe not over yet. Maybe even a 1-for-3. Padrino gets a shallow grave there, turns it around onto the Puck. Now Kuro, he gets finished off. It's a triple kill for Weehaw, and all of a sudden it's Secret that's on the back foot. BBZ taking a very sloppy engagement to get it started, end up turning it around, and by the end, they've got an ultra kill on their Storm Spirit, and they've taken a more than successful team fight. Fly's left behind. He's the only one left alive, and Weehaw's low on mana.
Rampage.
I
Do
don't-
it.
I don't think he can
Nah,
get
I
it.
don't think so either.
He's just too low.
So they have nice overall game plan. If the Storm Spirit dies first, then the two melee heroes can't really do anything. But if two melee heroes going first, they can bait out Coil, they can bait out Ravage, they can bait out Venom ulti, usually, and then sweep in with Storm Spirit to just get him big, nice, and plump.
Yeah. Storm is definitely starting to look a lot scarier than he was. Now with the Hex and another 2,300 gold. It's still impressive how well he's keeping up with this Morphling, but being 15-2-3 will do that to you when you're up against a 5-2-2 Morphling, despite him having all that farm priority. So still good news for BBC.
Looks like No-Tail almost has his Yules. They really need 4 staffs like Secret usually does, just so they can save Morphling. He really can't afford to die that many more times, especially with Storm still hot on his tail and no one else on the dire side close to catching up.
Yeah, BBC have just been keeping their lead steady, but haven't really been able to take objectives off the back of these successful team fights. Kuroki will grab the Eagle Song now, so it looks like Shotgun is where he wants to go, I would imagine. Could be a Butterfly, but Shotgun still seems a lot more likely.
Yep. Also somewhat decent defensively versus LC.
Yeah, definitely. So, decent ancient stack here, where Secret really thrives, working that map, being efficient. I think BBC really needs to stay aggressive here, though. Now Maelstrom's out on Pedrino, and what's he looking at? Another ultimate orb. I guess a Lincoln's on him also?
Sure.
Not really a
Not
great
sure
Lincoln's game.
MP starting to pick up items too.
Could it be a Scotty?
The suicide build coming out for MP. Mjolnir, Blade Mail.
Yeah. Oh, Dazzle. He gets caught out. Here comes Weehaw, though, right on the S4. Uses the silence. Drops the puck, but it'll cost him his life as a nice Ravage from Fly comes out.
Oh my
Spear Breaker goes down, and it's a fast 1 for 3.
Storm got obliterated. He got caught by the coil, and then he died during the, like, 1 second after that. He got E-Bead, he got Adaptive Strike, and he got Earth Splittered with Ancestral Spirit on top of him. He lost, like, I don't know, 1,300 HP in a second. Less than a second.
And there's your E-Blade out on Kuro. With that secret move into the Roche pit, it will end up being uncontested. And they'll grab themselves an Aegis of the Immortal.
Really
Roshan
important
has
for Kuro.
fallen to the dark.
Yep. So there you go. Second life on him, and dude, he's ready to just go into hunting season here. Load up that shotgun and see what he can find. Venomancer only 200 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. So no matter the start for Puppy, he's made a lot of recovery and will be able to do a lot of damage in these team fights. Simba, still not that close to the refresher, but he's getting there. Progress is steady. S4, how's he looking? Is that an Aghanims for Puck also?
I believe so, yeah.
Good against the Storm Spirit?
Not really. He zips out. He zips out as the coil breaks, so the invulnerability hits
he's
him.
Immune.
Yeah, he's immune while
For some reason I was thinking the BK bead coil makes that more difficult for him, but I guess it doesn't.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, that's cheesy. There is a BKB up on the Legion Commander, though. Alright. We've seen the Ags Puck a couple of times.
I feel like LC hasn't really done that much this game.
I feel like LC's done nothing this game, dude. He's got 14 damage. We'll see Dazzle just get destroyed here in the mid. As now the duel comes out from Haki onto S4.
He did
gets
it.
an easy one on the puck. And that's 32 damage now up on LC. That's something. But really not a lot considering we're 32 minutes in. 1 damage a minute is not a very good bonus damage rate on the LC. That's yeah. Pedrino tries to TP out in top lane, gets interrupted by the adaptive strike from Kuroki. And they'll be able to bring down the Prophet pretty easily there.
Do you think Storm can carry? He's going at third ultimate, or a second ultimate orb.
Is that the one that he had for a while, or is there another one on top of that?
I don't know. You asked me about what do you think he's going. I have no idea, dude.
Yeah. So I said, is it a Lincoln's or a Scotty?
Double Scythe for super maximum mana regen.
Double Scythe for super maximum mana regen. You heard it here, folks. Double Scythe. Legit. I feel like the Lincoln's has to be where he's going.
Yeah, I think it's Lincoln so he can prevent the Yules initiate. Like, they can just Yules and silence him, and then he's not a goner, but he'll just get caught by Ravage after and immediately die. So, but why won't you just get BKB?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. BKB is really good against the Ravage.
Good against Puck.
Yeah, really
good against the EB.
Puck. A little loss. I mean, maybe it's a Scotty. Maybe he feels like he needs to be kind of the carry and wants to go for some more right-click action, get the slow utility.
You can be what you want to be. Storm.
Do what you want.
I mean, even BKB is still good, even though Puck is going Scepter too, because he's Storm. So,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
still not sure.
Tier 1 tower in the mid lane goes down as BBC.
Why?
Well, they'll spread out. Looks like they'll try to do some split pushing while Secret group up and just pressure the tier 2 mid up top. Levi will hit this tier 2, and down bottom it will be Nature's Prophet joined by the Storm Spirit. They might actually make it to the base here depending on how Secret want to handle this. They've got one TP back on Puppy's Veno. And they will finish the tier 2 tower mid. So already out of the gate, it's been a pretty good trade. Up top looks like Levi is holding his own against the Venom. But now initiation in the mid as Storm zips forward. They bring down the Auto Titan to get it started. Waveform, a little bit too elusive on the Storm Spirit, and they can't connect with anything. They'll have to deal with all the roster wards. Croaky coming in onto Pedrino, doing a lot of damage here. Has a completed Scotty at this point.
God.
What a ravage from Fly. Holy moly, that just wrecked.
Why are they going on the Morphling who is super stacked and has Aegis?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's just not a winning way to win. Way to win the fight.
Yeah, I mean this Morphling is just huge now.
My.
I mean just look at how much damage he does. About 5,000 gold up on the Storm Spirit. A more than successful team fight for Team Secret as now Weehaw comes in. Once the recovery kills, finds one on the Puck. Kuro will be okay, and instead they'll just lay into this tier 3 tower. Kuro should be able to bring this one down, and not going to leave illusions behind, but probably could have done some decent damage to the barracks if he was so interested. Still 2 tier 2 towers standing for BBC as Secret get a little bit of footing. They've taken the lead, dude.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared if I were PVC. They don't have enough BKBs, and LC doesn't have enough damage. So even if she does BKB, she's still not going to be able to kill anyone. They only have one BKB now. They need one on SB, they need one on MP, they also need one on Storm Spirit just to counter the Ravage. And Puck Initiate.
Yep. It looked like BBC were doing pretty well this game, but now it's Secret that have control, and we passed that 30-35 minute mark, and it's really just Kuro. I mean, he's massive now. How do you deal with this Morphling at this point?
Pipe.
Run.
Pipe.
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 Pipe, boys. Gotta pipe it up. Venomancer, he'll get his blink, and there's your BKB on the Storm, so it's just a casual ultimate orb for kind of icky.
Yeah. It is. Just for show, man.
Yeah, I mean,
See how inefficient I can be.
yeah, it's an expensive piece, man. All right, well, Secret. What do we have here? Oh, that's a Mantle Style on the Morphling, and there's your Refresher Tide. Fly with double Ravage at 37 minutes. Yeah, this is always something to be fearful of.
Sure is. They can't really fight that at all. Maybe if all 10 heroes sit and weave for 15 seconds, they'll be okay. Maybe.
Just maybe. Secret slowing down the tempos a bit here. Full Ags has been completed on the Veno also. I'm not sure if we mentioned that, but yeah, Puppy's ultimate is pretty scary. He's also level 16. That's a huge amount of damage. It's just ridiculous how much damage it does. 108 damage a second for 15 seconds. Jeez. Levi down bottom, initiated on by Puck. DP scroll interrupted by the duels. Now support coming in. Duel from Haki on to Big Daddy. Do they have the damage to lock him down? They do not. Enough to stop him from winning the duel straight up. LC goes down. Big Daddy somehow still alive. Now Storm is moving forward. We'll finish off Big Daddy. Looking for kills elsewhere, but ultimately forced to retreat. Compliments of that mana pool. Now they find a kill on Dazzle. It's a 1 for 2. And Space Cow,
Dire's top tower is
he's
under
hiding in the
attack.
tree line here. Does not have a TP scroll. Looks like he'll be okay.
Man, Space Cow is broke.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
Kuroki's up top, just going blow for blow with Pedrino, and oh my god, just look at how fast he juices him. It's really gross. Kuro is
Dire's
just
top
out of control.
tower
Yeah,
has
he's
been
on way
Gets
too
away
much
now.
farm. And on top of that, he's barely close to closing
Radiant's
in on his
middle barracks are under
like
attack.
butterfly. If he even wants to go butterfly.
How's farming Dazzle doing? Phase boots, Yules, drums, ogre club. Pretty well-rounded build in general, but I don't know how well it synergizes with the position 1 dazzle safe lane partner. Ravage goes in right on the wee hot. Double Ravage just for the Storm Spirit. That shows you the level of confidence Secret have in this game, I think, we're leading.
They don't really have that much of fear. Why not?
Well, now they have both their Ravages on cooldown. BBC might initiate. Here we go. Puppy in some trouble. Yules comes out onto Haki. Puppy does get left behind. Dream Coil on 3. And looks like Secret will just back out. It's not really in their game plan. And here we go. Big Daddy taking a lot of damage. Solitude finds the kill there. Simba forced to blink back to safety. Puck will have to phase shift and then blink back also. The BBC do make a hold. Their mid lane of barracks have been exposed and are now under attack. They've lost their range. The melee barracks at about half health. How does Secret handle this? It's a 3v4 on the field. They could try to force the issue, but they could also just back up and play it safe. And it looks like they will do the latter with 3,600 gold up on the Morphling.
Yeah, no reason not to play it safe. They do have this game in the bag if they go for Roshan, get like a BOTs on Morphling, and then have him with 2 lives with the butterfly to wait. Man, it's rough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Storm is pretty good, but not super late game unless he has another damage dealer, and that's supposed to be LC as well as a Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet has died 8 times, forced to go a little bit defensive item with the BKB, kind of same story with the Spirit Breaker and LC. Just died a lot.
Yep, Fly gets left behind and they'll find a kill here. And yep, no LC. That would have been free damage, but Haki not in the right place at the right time and will be stuck with his plus 33 or 32 damage. Very humble amount. 41 minutes. They move into the Roche pit. Secret though, they should be in a position to contest this. Puppy gets jumped on by Weeha. Orchid flies through. Puppy rather tanky, has an ultimate still. Not going to be able to get it off before he dies. Weeha going hard with that BKB on, finds the kill on Elder Titan, and now brings down the puck. 4 heroes for Secret end up dying. It's a buyback from S4 straight away as BBC move right into the Roche pit.
Oh, on the flip side, if Storm gets his Aegis, yikes. Kuro, 45 seconds left on the drop of the kit. Can he make the big plays?
We'll see. Roche getting down low, and no one hops into the pit.
So much for $1 million coil.
BKB now picked up by the Dazzle.
I'm still waiting to see some big Roach plays. People were a lot more ballsy about it before. Now people don't really care that much. You see like pucks like Orb, blink in, try and steal it, phase shift, Orb out, then they Gucci. Doesn't happen anymore, man.
Well, I think people realize it's just not worth the...
Oh, but Drino gets his TP canceled on the top lane and will just die to Kuro.
Yeah, Kuro's beyond godlike, and even with Secret getting wiped up there, I mean, that does get BBC kind of back in this game, but they still don't have a good answer to deal with this Morphling, who's still farming like a madman and still top
Well,
the
they
network
just
chart.
need to kite him and then let Storm do all the damage later to him once he shoots up his silence. Morphling doesn't have a Hex, or sorry, doesn't have a BKB, so he's somewhat immune during like the initial Manta split with Lincolns on him, but after that, he can be focused on quite easily.
Yeah. Where does Kuro go with this last item slot? He's
Butterfly.
got 6,000 gold. Just straight BF.
And Butterfly's a standard. Scotty, Manta, Butterfly are your like main 3. EB is typically part of your main toolkit too. In your last one, you can go like hard, you can go AC if you really need the armor. Butterfly
Something
is
defensive.
very good.
Lincolns, yeah.
Well, you already have the 2 defensive items. You have Manta and Lincolns. Those are your defensive ones. If you need any more defense, you just swap HP. Generally, you want like more agility for an even bigger burst.
Well, Kuro will certainly have that as he takes a turn with the Courier. No, he's going to go Satanic. He gets a Dominator.
Satanic's not bad for armor solution, but I think Butterfly is much better for like tower sieging and just killing people fast. Satanic's much better for sustain.
Yeah. Force staff coming out on the Elder Titan. Weeha BKB, Lincoln's, Scythe, and Orchid. So very defensive Storm Spirit, but also some good control capabilities. In general, their damage is lacking. Spirit Breaker sitting on a Sanj, Haki, still with low damage. What she got? AC, BKB, and Blade Mail. So
like
starting to get some core items.
Yeah, she's sort of gotten a lot more damage lately. I'm not exactly sure where it went wrong for her because I haven't been watching her that much. But one of the least active LCs we've seen.
Yeah.
Good old we and H-Prophet take out a puck illusion in the mid lane. And now the gank train is here.
Geez, Storm zipping across the map, jumps right on the fly, and now he'll zip back to safety, recognizing that most of the Dire team is inbound. Does not want to move into that one.
Certainly not. Certainly not indeed. I wonder if Elder Titan's going to go for a Scepter at some point in this game too. I've heard mixed reviews about that upgrade. I personally don't think it's very good just because it almost never hits.
Yeah, it does go through BKB. That's kind of the big thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can disarm somebody through magic immunity, but it's okay. You're right. It doesn't hit that often, so it is sort of an odd.
Yeah, especially on like a mobile hero like Storm Spirit, it's usually not going to happen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, Secret, they'll move into the tier 2 tower top under the last outer towers for BBC. And Secret's still getting a lot of momentum this game, despite being behind perhaps as a team. Actually, no, they're still ahead by a very small amount of gold, about 4,000 XP in the favor of BZZ. But now Secret pressing forward towards the high ground. They have few fears in the world, and with this Morphling so big, they really shouldn't. There is a glyph standing for the Radiant side, but BBC not in a great position to defend. Kuro gets hexed right as the storm comes flying in. Haki uses the duel, finds a winner as Morphling gets taken out. Now they'll hop out of the base. Big Daddy gets left behind. He gets brought down, and it's a fast 2-0. And they almost get the tier 3 tower top, but just not quite.
Wow, very nice initiative on Kuro too. There's so much damage. Blade Mail paying off for Haki.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, HOD does some, but not enough. Not nearly close enough versus the Blade Mail.
Solitude charging across the map. Where's he headed?
Dire's structures
Okay, just closing the lanes, and we'll hang out in the mid for now. Meanwhile, BBC pressuring the tier 2. Looks like the Nature's Prophet will start going to work at it.
Now they're confined to their base. Can't really deal with Storm twice. Looking for the perfect setup. Maybe a Puppy coming up. Puppy does have a Blink Dagger though. Might make things a little bit easier.
Here we go. Zip forward. Coming out from Weehaw. In comes Fly though. Ravage number 1 connects on 3. Ravage number 2 connects on 2. Beautiful Grave out onto the Storm Spirit. That'll keep him alive. Puppy dies to the Legion Commander. And Big Daddy, he's right back in the fray. Wants vengeance for his fallen comrades. W33 rendezvous for a heal. And now Simba bumps into him and does spit him, aka Gush. Secure the kill. Now Levi, he's on the run. E-Blade, he will be able to get off the Grave right away, but no TP scroll. And Dazzle goes down.
Dire's bottom
That's not
tower
it.
is under attack.
No. Spirit Breaker, he gets picked off down bottom also. S4 just finds a freebie, and now might be able to find another one on the Pedrino. You don't really want to go blow for blow with the double damage S4. Pedrino, yeah, they're starting to set it up. Oh god. Pedrino just gets, he gets baited, he gets juiced, and Secret, they get a full 5-hero wipe out of that. And looking at the graph, we'll see things move into their favor here momentarily, I think, as the Satanic comes out for the Morphling. He still has 900 gold, and
He's very close to 6-slotted.
Yep. I still don't know how you beat Secret at this stage of the game. This is where they really shine, the later game decision making with a Morphling or whatever carry that's totally
The problem is it
stacked.
just takes like one half-decent Ravage just to ruin the team fight for BBC, since they're still not on the farm side for the Storm Spirit, and the Storm Spirit just gets focused down mega easily. Especially with Elder Titan, Natural Order, Morphling doing like 300 damage plus on his right clicks.
Yeah, S4 just going right into the base. Wants to finish off this set of melee barracks mid, and it looks like he'll be successful. We'll be able to orb out just in the nick of time as Haki comes in. Perhaps looking for a duel. 68 damage now out on the LC. But that's the lane of barracks completed for Team Secret. I think they really want this tier 2 tower down bottom, but they're just not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, maybe just waiting for the next Roshan 2. Not even sure who they give it to at this point, considering Kuro has 1700 gold, so he's a buyback, and then 6 slots. Maybe switch up for BOTs at some point. Venomancer, Casual Cloak. Are we going to see a hood?
It's possible. He's had that casual cloak for a while.
Yeah.
So now this game is really slowed down tempo-wise, though.
It says there's been a lot of deaths, but it doesn't feel like
It
it.
really doesn't. It feels like it's been a very quiet, passive game. And Storm long-range zip across the map. Finds Puppy as he's TPing out. It's a close call, but Weeha, knowing his limits, gets a sweet pick.
That Storm Spirit.
BBC, they've got 4 heroes. They'll push the top lane.
How do you feel about Storm Spirit?
Just in general, or
Yeah, in
in
general.
this patch right now?
Or in general in this patch?
I think he's a little weak right now. I think he's too... I think he needs to have too good of a time in lane to really snowball and be scary. I think this game he had that space, but most of the games I've seen him recently, the other team just pressures him, ganks him a bit early. If he doesn't get the free farm he needs in lane, then he just falls apart. Ooh, duel on the replicant. Well, Haki, you're going to be the winner, but you don't get damage for that one. In comes Fly, Ravage 1, connects only on Haki. Grave comes out from the dazzle, keeps him alive. Earth Splitter flies through, and will push him into a slightly worse position as he does get taken out. Secret, needless to say, make a hold here, and we'll find some cleanup kills. Levi gets finished off. S4 in some trouble as Weeha locks him down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Prophet did TP out after trying to do some rat Dota, and yep, so Storm Spirit will TP out. So, in general,
Radiant's bottom
yeah,
tower
I think
is
the
under
ease of
attack.
execution is just not really in his favor.
He did get a Rex.
Oh,
Yeah. I managed to overlook that as well.
wow, we got a melee Rax out of that. Okay.
It's weird that he's going for the split push when we didn't go for a split push build.
Yeah, and now he's going for a Scotty, it looks like. Weird item builds all over the place today, Merlini.
Yeah, why Scotty? Scotty's not going to help you pet a Morphin. He's usually going to die anyways because he can't man up versus a Morphin.
Oh, here we go. Jungle Solitude jumps on Big Daddy No Tail. Weeha comes in to finish him off and does the trick. The end of the fight, it does cost us the Spirit Breaker. But, up the side there, Nature's Prophet will get finished off also. So it's a 4-for-3 trade. Secret barely come out ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's sort of this mutual destruction where both teams won't be able to get much in the way of objectives. Roche coming up here in just a matter of seconds. There he is. This is Roche 3. Wow, we're 51 minutes into this game. And we do not have a clear leader. The gold and experience graphs are just about zeroed out.
Yeah, that last fight was without Ravages too.
Mm-hmm.
So now BKB 5 seconds duration for Storm Spirit. Just going to continue to get worse and worse.
Yep. So, BBC coming up first. They will head over to the Roche pit. Veno down for another 35. And BBC may try to make something happen here. I think they really want this Roche. Storm is one of the best Aegis carriers in the game, so it makes sense that BBC want to go for it. Rest of your attack will be used. They move right into the pit, but Secret, they know trickery is afoot. They'll send the replicate Tide in. Storm zips out, uses the electric vortex. Always jarring when you hop on a replicate like that, and before you realize it, get hopped on by the real one. But they force out the BKB from Storm as they initiate. Kuro takes a silence, takes a duel. Out comes the Ravage from Simba, and it looks like Kuro may win this one. Well, Shallow Grave will keep the LC alive, but just that. As Secret now start to take the fight. LC goes down shortly after. Dazzle stuck inside of a Yules. Will have a Grave in just a couple of seconds, but won't be able to survive in time for it to cool down. Meanwhile, Secret move in towards the Roche pit, and we'll be able to take it out.
It should be the finishing blow for BBC.
Yep.
But at the same time, Kuro does have too much gold.
Roshan
The common
has
issue.
fallen to the die.
53 minutes in as your position 1.
Yeah. Where does he go from here? I guess BOTs are the natural next step.
Mm-hmm. But what about after that?
After that,
Buyback?
I mean, do you dump the Lincolns this game and look towards a butterfly? I think it could
think
be
so.
an option. I think once he has like all that luxury gold, that's the way you want to go. Lincoln's is good here, but they don't have anything to deal with the evasion except the Hex of the Storm Spirit.
Well, what does he do about his BOTs then?
What do you mean?
Like, if Morphling... I don't know.
Buy the BOTs first, for sure.
Yeah. But was he... yeah, he needs Butterfly too.
Yeah, I think you dump the Treads and the Lincolns for BOT
Season
Butterfly.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He gets dueled a lot. It's a nice trick, though, to keep him dueled with the Shallow Grave coming out from Dazzle.
Yeah, it's okay, though. It's sort of like going a safe BKB, where, yeah, it stops the damage from coming out the other way if he's going to lose the duel, but doesn't help him win the duel, which is what's really important.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
if he
attack.
didn't have such an atrocious early and mid game, it'd be different.
And... yeah.
Just zip it on through.
Yeah, he's just playing with him. So, okay, Nature's Prophet. He has
Radiant's
completed his
bottom
Scotty.
tower
I
is
still don't
under
know what the
attack.
plan is with this item. Seems like a really
Radiant's
odd item
bottom
choice
tower
here.
has fallen.
I mean, sure, it gives him a lot of hit points. I guess that's the general plan.
I don't know. I think we talked about it a couple times. It's just...
Yeah. I was thinking that I would see the synergy eventually, but I don't. Still don't see it.
Yeah, he doesn't hit very hard. It's 243 damage, which
Yeah.
is not that much considered to Morph.
Radiant's
Morph has
bottom
349, but he has a ton of attack speed. He attacks like 3 times a second, whereas MP is like maybe 2, not even 2.
Yeah. They'll just start trucking the
Radiant's
tower.
middle tower is
And
under
there is a
attack.
glyph available for the Radiant side. Nature's Prophet is trying to split push up in the top lane and farming the dire jungle. But Secret doing a good job just
Radiant's
kind of
bottom
chunking the
tower is
tower
under
and making it
attack.
difficult for BBC to choose an obvious time to glyph. Now they'll hop in. Yules will buy the Dazzle some time as the shotgun comes out. BKB's used the plenty on the side of BBC. Kuro taking a lot of damage, does survive the initial onslaught. Puppy gets dueled on the high ground. They'll find the kill there, but they'll lose their Spirit Breaker. Oh, a coil on 3. There's the Ravage from Fly. The second Ravage will just completely wipe them up. Buybacks coming out from the Radiant side, but they're on their last leg. Oh boy, these Ravages doing some serious work. It's 1, 2, 3 buybacks for BBC. They'll make a hold, but boy is it costly. And Storm, oh, he's zipping out deep. Trying to look at that team fight recap. About a 7,500 gold swing. Padrino, BKB on, going in on the Kuro. And, well, they will bring down the Aegis. So BBC, they're doing all right for now. Will Puck be able to survive? Orb, yeah, looks like he'll be just fine. Or will he? Yules comes out. They'll reinitiate. Now the duel on the Kuro. Haki wins this one. And BBC all of a sudden with a burst of momentum here, Merlini.
Yeah, they do not want to give one this Morphling kill. That's the most important kill in the game right now.
Yeah.
By far.
Morphling does have a buyback though. And Big Daddy, he will go down as he tries to get off the Echo Stomp. There are creeps hitting the tier 4s in the Radiant base
YOLO,
right now.
GG death push.
They're actually doing a lot of damage inside of the base.
They have
Won't
one
be enough
chance.
to end the game or anything.
They need to fight without Ravage up. I think that's their only chance of winning. And Tidehunter needs to pass the cheese to Morphling.
All right, they've got a minute. They've got 1 minute of no Ravage. And here's their chance. Spirit Breaker's not with them. They'll go for the easy lane of Barracks, but in comes Tide. Puppy's there as well, doing everything they can to stall. Big Daddy off to the side. Levi, TP's home. He'll be able to make it out, but the rest of BBC might not be so lucky. Aki gets taken down, and Weeha in big trouble. BKB on, low on mana, won't be able to zip far. Now a Dream Coil comes out, rakes the tether. Weeha is the only hero on the side of the Radiant with a buyback. Taki stuck in the grave for a minute 10, or a minute 30 rather, and now they'll bring down the Storm. Shotgun's enough to lock him in place. Now Secret, I think they can try to go for the win here. Spirit Breaker will get locked down. Might be able to charge back to safety. Nope, just another strikes flying, gets taken out. And now Radiant, they're stuck without a glyph. They've got some very weak tier 4 towers, and I think Secret just go for the win. Forget about the rat up top. And yeah, this should be GG.
Still, that's buyback's not over yet, dude.
There's the buyback, but can he actually do it? In comes Pedrino, also BKB on. They'll keep them off the throne, but the poison over from Puppey doing a lot of damage. Ravage is cooled down, secures the kill on the Prophet. Weehaw gets Graves, forced to go back to the well. Levi, BKBs, won't be able to survive it. And now, this should be the final fight. It is just the Storm Spirit alive, picking off as few heroes as he can, but it's just not enough. It's a full wipe, and BBC finally tap out. Nearly an hour of gameplay. They make Secret work for it.
Yeah, we played exceptionally well. Maybe if there weren't so many wonky builds on the side of Radiant, it would have been a little bit better for them. And, I mean, without Elder Titan in the pool, it's pretty difficult to counter a Morphling, it seems.
Yeah. Pearl ended that game 20.